Okay, folks, today we have a new OnlyStans episode with, I'm not going to lie to you, I see you on Instagram all the time. Is your name Tiauna or Tiana?
Oh my god. It's Tiauna RIley. I've actually slid into your DMs a couple of times and you ignored me.
Wait, I want to see what day. I want to see what day it was. You keep talking.
It's kind of fucked up. But I also watched one of your things about how you slid into a girl's DMs and she ignored you. So
that girl.
It was kind of offensive. I was like, damn, he was so hurt about that.
Well, no, that was the girl that I found maybe a year ago, and I said I think she's the hottest girl on OnlyFans, but she's not very big at all. She had 75,000 followers.
Okay.
Which is obviously great. She probably makes a good amount of money. But I slid into her DMs and I followed her and she acknowledged me and then just responded to me in the comments and just totally ignored me. And I said, all right, well, whatever, dude. I see how it is. Clearly she was interested. That's fine. Yeah, but I will not mention her name on the show again out of respect.
I know how you feel, I guess.
What do you mean?
I slid into your DMs and you ignored me.
I want to see what day it was.
I'm gonna look a long time ago. It was kind of fucked up.
Okay, wait. Honest. It was July 21st. I already get points for that because it's the summer.
July.
I'm looking. It says July 21st.
Summer does not matter.
Oh, it 100%.
Okay, it was a Thursday night in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Thursday
night.
It was 6:48 p.m. on a Thursday night in the summer. That counts as no DM answering time. I was probably drinking.
So.
I was
probably drinking too.
I get a lot of DMs. When I see them and I'm out, I'm like, I'm not answering this right now. I just put it in my pocket.
Oh my god.
So respectfully, that was a Thursday night during the summertime.
Okay.
That's Thursday night, summertime. My no answer time is 3 p.m. Thursday till Monday morning.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here today. So
yes. July 21st. What is that? Today's March 17th. No, 16th. Today's 16th. Tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day. So what are we? 9 months later.
Yeah.
Fast math? No, 10 months. No,
9
8
months.
Yes. It's basically an OnlyStans baby. It's an OnlyStans child.
OnlyStans child birthed today.
So
amazing.
Where are you from? I start every interview with where you're from. Just a simple where you're from. I think that's the most proper question to ask somebody that you first meet.
Yeah, get to know me. I'm from Arizona. I am from a small town in Arizona. You probably wouldn't know it. It's called Conwood. But are you familiar with Sedona?
I've heard it. It looks very beautiful.
I've heard gorgeous. Of it. So it's like a small town right near there. So I grew up majority of my life there. Moved to Scottsdale area 3.5 years ago.
Hey, could I say a very disrespectful thing about Arizona? And I want to hear your take on it. It seems like just in my few times visiting there, I've only been to Scottsdale and Tucson, but it seems like the outskirts of those cities, just a random town in Arizona. Yeah. There's also a movie called Arizona about this with Danny McBride in it. And it seems like that would probably be one of the more depressing places to live. Thoughts on that?
It depends.
I'm talking middle of nowhere, Arizona.
Middle
of nowhere, Arizona.
Well, yeah. I mean, so I grew up in middle of nowhere, but you have to be very outdoorsy. You have to be very, I don't know. You have to know where to go. There's lakes and rivers and stuff like that, so it can be fun. But it gets really fucking hot there, so a lot of people can't handle that. But then, I don't know, you just leave sometimes.
You ever run in with a rattlesnake or a
scorpion? Actually, it's funny you say that. When I was in 3rd grade or something like that, I lived on 5 acres in the middle of nowhere. My mom was borrowing my grandma's Jeep, whatever. There was a rattlesnake and I was getting in the car and she was telling me to jump and I was striking at me while I was jumping away from it. So now I'm terrified of snakes. I cry. Even any snakes.
That's fair. I mean, the snakes are scary. I feel like I see a lot of people that are scared of dogs. Maybe a dog bites them when they're younger, but it was something like a Yorkie, which I feel like that shouldn't translate to when you're older, but a snake should definitely translate to when you're older. Do you want a dog? If you had a dog, what kind of breed would you be going for?
A long-haired miniature dachshund Dapple.
You had that fired up.
Really I've been looking for one for months.
Okay, so that's a small dog, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
I don't take this the wrong way. You strike me as the type of gal that brings a tiny dog in her pocketbook.
I would. Yeah. If I had a dog right now, I'd be sitting right here.
You strike me exactly as that, a very, very tiny dog.
It's my child. Too. Yes.
Yeah. You're not in the middle type of gal. I could either picture you with a cane corso or a dog in a pocketbook.
Yeah.
Do you have a name ready to go?
No, I don't actually.
You would pick such a hot girl human name.
Oh, for sure. Pancake or something.
No, human name. I've always said if I get a dog when I'm older, I want to make it a
human name.
I want to go human name. I want to name it just Ralph.
Human.
Like Ralph the Rottweiler.
Ralph. Yeah. I want a girl, so it could be
Pete the Pitbull. I'm also a girl. I've only had girl dogs. I'm a girl dog guy.
I'm a girl dog
Yeah, I'm only a girl dog
Girl.
guy. I don't need to see my guys getting all horny and humping everything. I'm good with that.
And their little like lipsticks come out. That's like the grossest thing ever to me.
Oh, they do.
That
The
red
little red tip. It is pretty disgusting. You ever see that?
So,
No.
It's
oh yeah.
so
when
gross.
When male dogs get hard, they're like
it's like
the
this
tip
long.
of their dick comes out. It's,
it's literally
disgusting.
like, you know, like lipstick that like
Yeah,
goes out. It's like literally like
what
that.
The fuck?
It is putrid.
Yeah.
It's disgusting
It's-
to see.
it's
If you've never seen
disgusting.
it and you happen to run into a dog that's hard, look away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the research.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is an OnlyFans show, so let's discuss some of that.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I think I'm
that's what we discuss on the show usually, amongst other things. How'd you get into the game?
Okay, it's actually kind of a funny story. It
OMG.
took place, OMG. I know, it took place like 3.5 years ago, probably. So I was like doing nursing school, bartending. Well, I was actually cocktail serving at the time.
I was gonna say, I don't want to interrupt the story, but you have to be a bottle girl in Scottsdale, right?
I wasn't a bottle girl,
You weren't
actually.
a bottle girl?
So I was a cocktail server. I never got to
Where?
the bottle girl status. It's called Hot Chick in Scottsdale.
Interesting.
It's like on the outskirts of the strip of clubs. It's like
Okay.
literally the next street over.
Okay.
So-
Is that like where that cold beer and cheeseburgers is?
No, kind of close.
Place's name,
No,
Cold Beer and
I
Cheeseburgers.
guess
I'm
not
in.
really.
It's a
Do
little
you know
chain.
where Boondocks is?
Yes.
Yeah,
I went
it's
there the
right
last time. I
next
went
to
there the
it.
last time I was in Scottsdale.
It's right next to it,
Yes.
like literally right
Great
next
bar,
to
very
it.
nice outdoor bar. Anyway, so you were a nursing assistant bartending, and then you got into OnlyFans with that.
Yeah, so that's not how it happened though. I was with my ex-boyfriend. Well, he was just a friend, so I was with him for a second. His ex had 10 million followers, and she posted me. We were all friends. And she posted me on her story, and I went from like 6,000 followers to 36,000 followers in probably like 8 hours or something like that. That was when Instagram was like popping. So that happened, and then I was just like, fuck it, I might as well start one because I have all this big audience now. 'Cause I kind of had a nip slip in her story, so it got deleted. And
Ooh, so you got cut off at the 30,000 because there was a nip slip.
yeah,
You
but
also
then
just said your nip slip like 20 minutes ago, so you're
I
having a lot of
did.
nip slips now.
I have
Yeah.
a lot of nip slips.
Yeah. So this was before COVID, after COVID?
Before, actually.
Ooh, so you got it before the boom.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I did. I'm not a baby
We
boomer.
call you guys pioneers on this show.
Yeah.
For the pre-COVID OnlyFans girls.
Yeah,
you're
no, it
pioneers.
was probably about, I don't know, 6 months or so prior, 7, 8, I don't know.
Okay, and you said that you were also a nursing student, or you were a nurse at the time.
So I was going to nursing. I wasn't in nursing school yet. I was doing my prerequisites, and then I was a CNA. So as a CNA, I would like literally clean dead bodies, like wipe asses, fucking clean old people like all day. So it was really grueling, got paid nothing. So I was in the schooling for that. Then they pretty much told me that it was going to be like 2 years until I could get in the program. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to take a break from school. And it was like just lined up perfectly with doing OnlyFans.
the break
so.
and OnlyFans beginning.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
One door closes, another opens. you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm
so
assuming you never look back.
no, it was like I made more in a month than I did at my bartending or cocktail serving job. And so I was like, okay, like I think I could do this. I wasn't showing anything at the time. Doing
I was
nothing.
about to say, so what were your thoughts on what you would be showing at the time? Because now I don't want to ruin anything, but you do post the whole BG thing now. So how does one climb the ladder up to that?
So I've always kind of been a nudist my entire life, like literally my whole life. And so I was like doing hand bras, like doing that whole thing. And then I was like, okay, I have nice natural titties. I might as well show them. And then it kind of got to more and more. Then I met somebody to do boy and girl content with. And I was like, okay, you're hot. I'm hot. We fuck good, I guess. And
What a description. What a description there.
yeah, I know. It's so great. And so I was like, fuck it. Let's do boy girl content. And then it led to other things and me finding out like my kinks, I guess, which is like seeing my man fuck one of my girlfriends.
Okay, I don't think that's that crazy.
It's not?
I feel like we've had that happen on. We've had
Really?
that, girls talk about that before.
Okay, so it's, I don't know. I find it so hot. I think it's like a control thing kind of to where I'm like getting it to happen. It usually is like when I'm intoxicated, I'm like, because I'm kind of bi too. So
Okay.
I'm like making out with my friend. And I'm like, why don't you two make out? Then we're all three making out. And then it's like, okay, now you two do this, and it's like me.
Sounds like you have a madam kink, kind of.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think you
I'm
want to
like,
be a madam.
do this.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Well, I'm glad it's been described. I don't know.
Yeah, there's more direction to it than like a female cucking, I guess.
Yeah, that's
nice.
what I was curious. I was like, am I a cuck? Like, I don't know.
I think you're a lady cuck, but you're a lady cuck, but you're also like Martin Scorsese.
A lady cuck.
You're directing lady cuck.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you here. But then I joined too, so I'm not just like sitting there like in the corner.
You're an actor director.
Yeah, I'm an actor. Yes. Look
Exactly.
at you. You're so good at this.
I'm trying to think. Who's another good actor director out there?
Tarantino, he hops in.
He hopped into Django. I know that.
Yeah.
He hopped into Django. Who else is a good actor director? I mean, I know friggin' David Schwimmer directed a few episodes of Friends.
Yeah.
That stuff happens. Jeremy Piven, I think, directed an episode of Entourage.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So I am not.
Exactly.
Put me.
Isn't it always the best when you just equate OnlyFans to real life pop culture?
I know.
It's
It
my
is
favorite thing
great.
to do.
I think goes hand in hand, honestly.
It sure does. So I'm just gonna go through some stuff I saw on your OnlyFans. Just a couple captions maybe. So I checked out your welcome message. It says devil emoji, tip $22 to see your immediate fire content. What's the immediate fire content?
It's just a bunch of solo stuff. It's stuff that I filmed kind of when I was newer to OnlyFans, so it's like I'm still like
Throwback.
it is a throwback. It's giving you like a little sneak peek of like what could be, I guess. It gives you, I mean, I still look the same as I did 3 years ago, pretty much. My lips are a little bit bigger. But
What? You get those lip fillers?
yeah, I do.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Do a lot of girls get those?
Yeah.
Are girls supposed to be embarrassed when they get lip fillers?
I don't think so.
What is the definition of a lip filler?
Definition?
Yeah, like what do they even do? What are they throwing in there?
DSL.
That means dick sucking lips.
Yeah.
I didn't mean the definition of that. I meant like what is actually
No.
What do they put in the lip?
Oh, it's it's Juvederm.
Oh.
So it's
Learn
like
something new every day.
little injections throughout your lips. Yeah. You don't want to see a picture of me before I'm not that cute.
What are you attributing your hotness only to your lips? Come on.
I mean,
They're just lips.
just look down.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I think girls overrate how much guys care about lips.
I think so too. I definitely think I look better with lips, but then you get those people that are commenting like, oh my God, too much lip filler. So it's like, it goes hand in hand. Like,
I don't know. I will say, I don't think I've ever come across a girl that I've been lucky enough to have her mouth on my penis before, and I've said, wow, these lips are really making a difference.
I think I only notice when it's like really, really thin. Like if it's just like top of lip down to your chin.
Teething you.
Yeah.
All teeth.
I've never said, wow, these lips, man.
Wow.
I think that's more just the thing guys like to talk about amongst dude. Like, bro, she's got some DSLs, dude. I gotta get mine.
Well, I have my tongue pierced too, so people always be like, you have like the whole package.
Oh, you have you have like a 99 in Madden on the agility, the speed, all that shit.
Yeah. I'm just like, ah.
Yes. Another one, it says, tip $11 to see the first nudes I ever sent to a guy. How do we know that's true?
Because I don't have my tattoo in it.
Ooh.
So, it's, I don't know. It's just like nudes that I had in my phone forever. That
is a good idea. I wish more OnlyFans girls think this would be a good idea. I think I told it to Kazumi when we had Kazumi on a while ago. More OnlyFans girls should post nudes of them pre-OnlyFans. Yeah. I feel like guys should pay extra for that. Uh-huh. For like it's kind of like a before they were famous, you know?
It's like a virgin, kind of. You're
like,
ooh.
100%.
I mean, but yeah. Yeah. It's cool.
Everyone likes seeing the
the
pie before it was cooked, you know?
Yeah.
No, yeah,
it's like watching back.
That was a weird acknowledgement.
No, it's like watching back highlight tapes.
Yeah, that was weird. Tip $7 for my favorite naughty content. So I just want to ask you, what would you say is your favorite content to make?
Boy girl, because I never make boy girl like staged or anything. Every time I make a boy girl video, it's literally like we're doing the deed and we're like grab a phone, and so it's really like amateur POV, all of it. So I think it's really raw and like in the moment, and a lot of people can relate to it more than setting up a camera and doing a whole scene kind of thing.
I agree. I'm very not that I'm anti it, because I mean,
yeah,
all pornography matters, but I do not like the 1080i high definition setup camera, all that jazz. I'd rather a good old fashioned cell phone video.
No, we always use cell phone. I mean, honestly, some of the quality is probably pretty shit, because it's like literally like when I tell you it's like happening in the moment, it literally is. So it's like if we get a little carried away, it's because it's like the camera goes over or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess this is more a question for you, but like, is there you have any troubles filming?
Sometimes.
Do you ever have any filming roadblocks?
Yeah, so filming wise, I mean, you can always edit and everything. So that's like if you have some fucked up shit.
A lot better editors than filmers.
Yeah, I can crop like the bad parts. There's gonna be parts like, because we just filmed like the whole time. So there's parts where I'm like switching positions and like literally like going like, I don't know. So,
Just talking shit.
yeah, I'm like,
cramping.
I'm like, you're getting a really bad angle. Like 0.5, it's so crazy like how you have to learn to film. Like 0.5 is like
0.5 summer?
You have to put like great ass shots, but if you put 0.5 on your face, it like elongates it. So like you have to constantly switch the camera mode to like adjust to good angles. It's
almost
so
as if
weird.
Steve Jobs didn't account for sex tapes when he was making the iPhone.
I know.
It's crazy. I don't know why he would do that.
You should look into that, actually.
He actually is dead now. But
Well, whoever's
Tim Cook.
whoever's the person now.
All right, another thing you posted recently. A video from my first ever hardcore orgy, 15 porn stars fucked me. That sounds like a lot of porn stars in one building. What happened there? How does 15 porn stars come together?
So we met up at a content trip in Vegas.
Okay.
And there was a bunch of girls there. That was the first time I ever met Nala. She's crazy.
Yeah, confirmed.
I love her so much. She's one of my best friends. And she kind of coordinated it along with a bunch of other people. It was literally all girls, like, fucking each other with strap-ons. I think I put, like, 2 dildos in my mouth. Like, it was, like, pretty cool.
15's a lot.
It's just so many people. So what they did kind of is, like, they put, like, the softcore girls, the hardcore girls, and then, like, the mid that don't get fucked.
Okay.
There was literally sections.
Who were some of the mid girls? Because we recently had that one girl, Patty K, on here.
Yes.
And she mentioned this as well. We haven't put the episode out yet. I am starting to realize that I think this is the same orgy. You guys are discussing the same orgy.
She was definitely
so I want to hear your opinion on the whole orgy as well.
It was so fun. So we had actually 2. I don't know if she was in the other one. My other one was never sold. I just got it recently. But the orgy was amazing. It was my first ever orgy. Literally, it was with a bunch of hot girls. I was
who would you
lucky.
say was the MVP of the orgy?
Honestly,
she gave me hers. I want to hear.
Probably
yours
Nala.
was. Nala? Yeah. Give me your top 3 MVPs of the orgy.
Mia Malkova.
Obviously.
Nala, because she was literally sitting there like, she was going to the softcore girls and like fucking the softcore girls, and they had like no control over it.
Yeah.
It sounds really bad, but she would like be like, she's so dominant.
Yeah.
She's fucked me with a strap on. She's like crazy. She's like a dude. She's
I would
like,
run away.
call me daddy. Like she's just like daddy. It's hilarious. Anyway, so she
so Nala, Malkova,
and fuck, who else would be? I'm trying to think who was in like the long train. I mean, I was kind of going pretty.
You're gonna proclaim yourself MVP?
6 man?
I mean,
Yeah.
6 woman?
Yeah.
No, I honestly, yeah, maybe.
She hit me with she said Keep Chambers was the MVP of it.
Keep Chambers.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I love Keep.
She
I don't
said she was
remember.
the MVP.
I don't think her and I were in the same.
Oh, maybe she was in the soft area?
No, she's not softcore. But I don't think we might have crossed paths during that orgy.
15, there's 15 of you. Yeah, you're probably the crossover
I don't know. I don't remember.
15 is so
I'll
large.
have to go back. I haven't actually like watched the full video because it's like an hour long.
Yeah.
So I've like skimmed through it, but I'm like, oh my god, like there's just so much going on. I'm like, I lived it. I don't need to watch it.
Even thinking about going back and looking at the video in general, and like you just said, you have to edit your sex tapes. What's the most interesting, odd part of editing your own sex tape?
Interesting, odd part.
Basically
I guess
watching game film.
So I guess the most interesting. So like I said, I do like threesomes. I do foursomes, like stuff like that. A lot of the time, it'll be like drunken stupor. So I like remember it and everything, but like there's a lot of parts in it that you're like, oh my God. Like, I did one on Halloween, and I thought it looked so good. I went back and watched it, and I had, like, a brown wig that was, like, literally coming up to here. And I was like, oh my.
It's a wig. Who
no one
cares?
like, I mean, I'm sure no one cares, but it was just one of those things that you go back and edit, and you're like, oh
What
my
were
God.
you dressed up as?
It was like a Cleopatra thing. It was super last minute. But other than that, I think the most interesting part is just like rewatching it, I guess. Just like seeing your, because a lot of people don't have sex and then go back and watch their sex.
Yeah.
Like,
talk about
so,
Sunday Scaries. You don't know what you need to see.
I'm like, damn, it looks like that. Like sometimes,
You ever
like,
get hyped up? You ever be like, damn, I'm fucking good at this? Or,
a lot of people
I need
never
get
have to
better
live
at
with
this.
seeing a certain angle of themselves. I think majority of the world like doesn't see certain parts of their crevices.
Very, very fair. Yeah, that's actually something I never really think about. What do you think of the whole game you guys are in? There's a majority of the world does not really see every crevice they have. That's interesting.
Yeah, so you really critique it. Like you're like,
just
okay,
zoom in on that and just really check it out and say, wow.
Like one of the things
humans are kind of gross or awesome.
Well, yeah, I know. One of the things like he's taking pictures of like my vagina and asshole, and I'm like, damn, I need to go get waxed like right now. I'm like, I thought I shaved really well, but I don't. And I'm like, I just can't reach that right there. So then I'll go get waxed. I'm like, okay, I'm good now. But like, I would never see that if I wasn't taking pictures of that.
That's one of the better points I've ever heard on the show. That's never really crossed my mind.
No, not at all.
Yeah, seriously.
That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
What a philosopher.
I'm a philosopher.
My favorite question to ask is, what would you say is the more weird request you've had on OnlyFans from the subscribers?
One that's always stuck out to me. I never did it because it's really fucking weird to me. But somebody asked me to go to the store, get a watermelon.
Mm-hmm. Jealous. Love watermelon.
I know. I love watermelon too. Or like some big fruit. It wasn't particularly, but that's the first thing I think of. Go buy a prom dress and then beat the fruit with a weapon. So first of all, I'm thinking like, what fucking weapon? Like I don't have a sword in my house.
Baseball bat.
Yeah, I mean I did play softball.
What is this? Some sort of like carry fantasy?
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm saying.
I
like
think
that's
it's
why
like
I
a
didn't do it because
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened to you at prom?
Yeah.
That you need me to beat a fruit with a weapon?
I could get behind a
Like,
Stephen
was that
King.
your
I could get
balls?
behind a Stephen King kink.
Okay, you can do it.
No, that's kind of cool. I've never heard of a carry fantasy.
Listen,
I
you
kinda
pay
like
me that money, I'm dressing up in the prom dress.
I honestly
and
thought
beating
about it, but I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna go get a prom dress? I probably could have just worn a dress, but I'm like, I don't know. I just remember getting that, and I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna find the time. I'm sorry. Like, I don't.
That one.
First
sounds
of all,
kinda
I
fun.
lived in an apartment. Like, where am I gonna beat a fruit consciously with a weapon without
courtyard.
anyone seeing
in the desert.
a prom
in the
dress?
desert. You're in Arizona.
Okay.
That's a music video.
Yeah.
I don't make music.
Yeah, I know. It's the vibe of that.
What would you say is the most odd subscriber request you've actually completed?
You know, I was thinking about this because I know you asked this.
My favorite question. It's the best question.
Yeah, and I really feel like I'm the main thing I do is like kink FaceTimes. So I'll do FaceTimes with people, and it's different things like they want me to humiliate them. There's like interracial. There's it's like a huge broad spectrum of things that they like. And most of the time, they just sit there and tell me their fantasies. So that's probably the main one that I complete. I'll do like video calls and stuff. But other than that, I mean, I've sold my panties, like came in them before.
Should do that. Yeah.
I actually do that quite a bit on lives because I've been going live a lot more.
How much does an underwear go for?
I sell them for $100. So I wear them the whole live, and then they can pretty much buy them off of me.
Okay.
And then I'll send them videos in it. If they tip more, I'll do more in them.
How much does the average pair of underwear cost? Markup price.
So I will buy a pack of them on Amazon for probably like $40.
So you buy in bulk.
Yeah, I'll buy in bulk. But what I didn't know is the shipping is actually really expensive.
Uh-huh.
It'll be like $25 to $30.
Okay, so you're still coming out on top, like $70 per panty. Probably more.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a kink. I'll put a little note.
Oh,
stuff.
No handwritten note. Yeah, it's pleasant.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, so wholesome.
I know. I'm just the nicest ever in the whole world.
So wholesome. I'm just gonna go through some things you've tweeted before in your history of Twitter.
My other Twitter got deleted.
I know. I just went through your new Twitter. There's only like 230 tweets, but
I know. I had a good
ones.
Twitter back from when I was like in high school.
I wish I would have that. Yeah,
Banned.
Twitter is one of my favorite things to find questions on. Is Twitter? I just love going through. People forget what they tweet a lot.
I had mine deleted because I started mine when I was 13, which I guess technically isn't allowed.
Yeah.
Gone. Kind of the greatest thing ever. Like, I have no idea what I was doing in middle school, but it's gone.
No, mine actually, I switched the age back. I was like, okay, I can do the right age now. And they were like, you weren't that age whenever you started it.
Yeah.
And so they banned me, and then I peeled it.
Yeah,
and then it got deleted for my header. And perma banned me on my whole phone. Like, never again. So I had to buy a new phone.
Those fuckers.
Yeah.
Sucking dick on the first date, necessary or not? Thoughts?
If you vibe with them, I think necessary. Me personally, I'm just a sexual girl. I think sexual chemistry is very important in a relationship, and vibing with the person and furthering it, I think it's pretty important. I don't know. I think if you can't have good sex, then you probably shouldn't be together, in my opinion. There's obviously other factors, but that's a big one for me personally, especially with my job.
So if you're vibing, necessary.
Yes.
If not vibing, the answer is
then no, I'm not putting your dick in my mouth.
All right.
No,
it was you dressed as one Disney princess. I don't know which one it was, but it said, "I'm your favorite X-rated Disney princess." If you were to make OnlyFans content with one Disney princess, what would it be?
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. What a shitty answer.
Why is that a shitty answer? Because
is she even a Disney princess?
Yes. Tangled.
Tangled. Okay.
I think classic. I think classic Disney princess, like Snow White, Belle.
Boring.
Yeah, those are boring.
Ariel.
Rapunzel, first of all,
Cinderella.
has a beautiful blonde, luscious hair.
Let me look up Rapunzel right now.
And she wears pink.
The question
Pink is my favorite color.
Does the carpet match the drapes with Rapunzel? Are we getting a lot of long hair down there too?
No.
Oh my God, you're crazy if you're picking Rapunzel over the classics.
What fucking classics?
Over the classics. Over the classics. That's Tangled Rapunzel.
Don't look at Tangled Rapunzel. Look at
Rapunzel. That's a horrible pick.
How is that horrible?
We have the number one. You have the chance to fuck a mermaid, which you just passed up. Number two.
Maybe Cinderella then.
Cinderella is my next choice. Or Belle. Belle's beautiful.
Hot take, Nala.
But I can't play like
Nala from The Lion King.
Oh yeah, that's actually a great
she's
take.
bad.
Yeah, she's very hot.
Okay.
So is Lola
Hot.
Bunny. Not Disney,
Oh, yeah.
but Lola Bunny also very hot for Jessica Rabbit.
Okay,
Yes,
I see your
yes.
guys' vibe.
Cartoons now.
Yeah,
I know.
cartoons.
We moved on.
I'm glad we
Rapunzel.
know what
I'm
you're
trying to
into
think.
now.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know many of the more newer Disney princesses. Like what are the newer
Rapunzel
ones?
is literally not new.
I feel like they're
Tangled
too
is
young.
kind of new.
Oh, Rapunzel's well then I would say Rapunzel's not a Disney princess.
Yes, she is.
Isn't Rapunzel like a very old story?
Yeah.
What was the Disney movie that Rapunzel was in?
Rapunzel.
Is Rapunzel a Disney movie?
Yes.
Tangled.
Let's see this.
No,
she says
there's an actual
there's not a
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel Disney movie.
Yes, there is.
Well, that's
I
the
used to
one.
watch it on the thick DVR. What is it?
VHS?
Is that what it's called?
The big box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
VHS. I
Yeah.
don't
I
know what
can't
that was
lie, I
called.
can't find it, but there is a page for her on Disney.com.
She's a Disney princess.
I'm
I
agreeing with you.
literally went to Disney and I have a picture by her.
I'm on
holding me as a little
princess.disney.com
child.
and Rapunzel, so you're correct. I'm
Thank
giving
you.
you that.
I know.
I don't know what the
correct.
Rapunzel movie is.
And
though.
look at what color she's wearing. What color is she wearing?
She's wearing like a light purple and pink, much like yourself.
Exactly.
Let's see.
He's like next.
No, I was wrong. She's a Disney princess. I don't know what movie she's in, but she's a Disney princess.
You know what's kind of cool about Tangled? I'll sum it up really fast. So I did acid and I watched Tangled. And we were randomly looking. It was my sister and her ex-boyfriend. We were randomly looking like where Rapunzel's from. And she's from an island called Corona. And while we were watching this, it was coronavirus. And she was locked in a building.
That's
That's
as
the
were
whole
you.
thing. It's like,
So
yeah.
you're basically
So I was on
Rapunzel.
acid like,
Yes.
oh my God. And there's like suns all over the Rapunzel building. Like she's stuck in. And we were literally like, the sun is the cure. Like on acid.
Yup.
Swear to God, no bullshit. The TV shut off.
Whoa.
TV shut off.
Whoa.
And we were all like, what the
I think you did a little too much acid.
I don't know, but we were tripping the fuck out. But you can still look that up, and that's still true. So we read that.
Another one you tweeted is men who are simps greater sign. Do you got to be a simp to date Tiauna RIley?
Yeah, a little bit. I like simp. What's your definition of a simp? I'm curious.
That is a great definition of it. I don't know what a good definition of a simp is. I guess someone that goes over the boundary of trying to make his lady friend happy. Obviously, you always should. Mm-hmm. But let's say if she's like trying to cancel going out for a couple brews with the fellas, and you say no because she says no, simp.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I don't think you like. To me, simping is like being like affectionate towards your girl, doing things in front of your guy friends. Like
then that's not simping.
I think it's simping. If you're doing things in front of your guy friends, then people will be like, "Oh, you're a fucking simp." Like, if you're, like, holding my hand in public or, like, kissing on me, they'll be like, simp.
Ooh, then fuck those guys. Fuck those friends, then. If that's being a simp, then being a simp is totally fine.
I don't know. But I think a little simpy is cute. Definitely. Like, be nice to me.
You tweeted, how many times have you nutted today? What do you think is the proper amount somebody shouldn't say masturbate or do sex in a day? Like 2?
One or two.
1 or 2?
I think
3 is
everyone
overkill?
needs to get off once a day, probably. Some people need it for dopamine. Some people need it to go to bed. So it's like whatever you need it for. I also think breaks are good. We have to practice that sometimes because whenever we're doing films, then there might not be like a ton of cum if we're just constantly fucking all the time. And a lot of people surprisingly like big cum shots. So I mean, not surprisingly. I feel like that's
surprising.
Yeah, I know, like not surprising, but so a healthy amount. I think people taking breaks is good. I think there's.
What
like
is the longest break you've ever
factors.
taken from sex and/or coming in history?
In history?
Yeah, in your history.
14 years. No, I'm just kidding.
Before that, post that.
Probably, I would say no longer than like 6 months. For sex.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good.
Masturbating, I masturbate very frequently, but I'm not like a dildo girl. I'm more of like a vibrator.
Yeah, I've often thought about that. I feel like I don't know much. You obviously know better than I do. It seems like dildos are more for show, and vibrators really are to get the job done.
Yeah. So it's actually kind of crazy. I didn't like use a vibrator up until like probably almost 2 years ago. Not even. I would literally do the old-fashioned, like, finger rub.
Classic. It's all American.
I'll still do that.
Like,
I think that's, like, the best, honestly.
The rub.
I was always scared that using a vibrator would make me lose feeling in my clit. So I was, like, so scared to use one for the longest time. So, yeah.
But it hasn't.
No.
We're still good.
Yeah,
I've always said if let's say I went back to a wonderful lady's house or something, and she whipped out a legit dildo, I would be so scared. I'd run for the hills. This is actually an OF status that you made, but I still saw it, so I'm gonna bring it up.
Okay.
So have you ever gotten your ass ate? I fucking love it. Are you a fan of that? Is that one of your things?
Yeah, I'm also a fan of ass eating.
So going both ways. Mm-hmm. How'd you get into that?
I mean, I like being eaten out, so it's just right there.
It's right there, so you might as well just go up and down, yeah.
And then I feel like guys, it's just like a sensitive thing. Certain guys like it, so fuck it.
Yeah, a few of my friends seem to enjoy it. They say it's a whole idea with like the senses when like if you're about to come or something, then you hit that and then it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I wonder what the science behind it is.
I don't know what the science behind it is, but I think I'm decent at it.
Yeah, I talked to Angela White about it recently, and she was telling me that. I asked her, like, what is like the actual reason guys like anal? Yeah. She gave me a good answer. What would you say your answer is? Because I've never done it. And I'm simply saying like the vagina is also right there. I don't really. Why are guys obsessed with that one when that one's right there and it's way nicer?
I mean, anal is tighter though.
Interesting.
I mean, for anal, it's like tighter for the guy, and for me, honestly, some of the best orgasm I've ever had was with doing anal.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
I don't know what it is. I think it's like the idea that you're doing it. It's super tight. Like the guy's really into it because it's a whole new thing. I also like have a lot of sex, so trying something new once in a while like turns me on. But for guys, I think the science behind it is their G spots in their ass. So, I mean, they can get past like the. stretching of their asshole, then I think it would feel probably pretty good.
We're good.
We're good?
We're good on that. But, yeah, Angela Whiteside was more just, I mean, like she just said, I think she just said the idea of it is like, is what gets the fellas going. That just like, oh, this girl's going to let us do this right now.
Yeah, no. Anytime you're able to get away with anything you're not supposed to be doing is like,
yeah.
You know,
I always say I want to peg somebody, but I don't know if I actually could. Like, I don't know if I have it in me.
That's like when a girl wears a strap on. Mm-hmm. I think that's like the grossest
still have
thing.
never worn a strap on. I don't feel like I could. I literally would be like laughing while I'm trying to do it. I'd be like, okay, like fuck.
No, that's impossible in my brain. No way in hell.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Zero.
That's just
done.
Doesn't and not there's anything wrong with that.
No.
But whatever.
Nothing wrong.
No.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wind down here with a few would you rather questions presented by Wood, a Barstool Sports men's grooming brand. Find that at your local CVS. Let's see. We got a bunch of would you rather questions here.
Okay.
Bum. Ooh, okay. Would you rather for the rest of your life only be able to be fingered or eaten out? None or the other. You still do sex, but you got to pick one of those.
Eaten out.
Ooh, fingering's been the choice on the show a lot recently.
Sometimes fingering
I'm glad you're bringing back
freaks
eating
me
out.
out.
Would you rather take 2 hours to orgasm or have the best sex of your life, but only lasts 2 minutes?
2 minutes, for sure.
Sounds pretty awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
2 minutes, quick
Honestly,
in and out.
I like shorter sex. I'm like, yeah.
For the record, I did not write these. This is a weird one. Would you rather try nipple clamps or choking?
Choking.
Nipple clamps. That's just.
I don't really have sensitive nipples, but I have tiny nipples, so I feel like it would hurt them.
Yeah.
Would you rather have sex with Thomas the Tank Engine on in the background every time you have sex, or instead intense heavy metal?
Probably Thomas the Train. Honestly, half of my videos have a movie playing in the background. I swear to God.
I do love when I see an OnlyFans video and there's people doing sex and there's stuff on the TV. I try to identify it. You ever try to do like movie? You ever try to do some sort of movie Easter eggs?
Yeah.
People guess what movies they are.
No, I actually have never done that. That's a really good idea.
Oh, you should.
That's a really good idea.
That is a really good idea.
You should.
You just made me rich.
Because people actually, there's a game going around that my friends use all the time where they'll send it to our group chat and they'll just put a movie screenshot. Then you have to guess it, and then if you can't guess it, they add another one, they add another one, they add another one, and you have to get it within 5 screenshots. You could do that.
Yeah.
But with you being naked in front of it.
Yeah.
So you could really fuck up that website's game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would be pretty sick. Yeah, no, because literally half my shit is movies playing in the back. Like when I tell you they're legit raw, it's like, oh, let's fuck right now during this. It's like a Netflix and chill vibe every time. But like, favorite movie? That's bold question. I have so many favorites. Honestly, right now, I was just talking about this. Wrath of Man is really good.
Okay.
Really good. I'm like an action.
That's the one with Jason Statham, right?
So that's one of my.
I watched it on a plane recently. It was pretty
worst
sick.
qualities is names. I'm really bad with names. So.
Yeah, that movie was that was an intense action movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Statham was.
I just like those like
death row.
I like when they have storylines. I really like. I wouldn't say this is my favorite. I really like Peppermint. It's a really good movie for me. Comedy movies
like for comedy. Fill me in.
Pineapple Express.
Great pick.
I know like every line to that. Step Brothers, hilarious. Grandma's Boy is probably my all-time favorite.
All time.
Very underrated. What a movie.
Dude, I've watched that like 30
Clover,
times.
Dante, Jonah Hill.
So funny. And they're all like young. It's like boop, boop.
Jonah Hill sucking on the titties.
I
am impressed with the Grandma's Boy
That's
there.
all
That's
time.
fantastic.
I'm kind of
Great
nerdy,
call.
so it's like a good
Are
video
you nerdy?
game. I am, literally. I played World of Warcraft when I was growing up.
Fill me in on the World of Warcraft. I didn't know you were a World of Warcraft type of gal.
Yeah, I was growing up. My dad played it, so
Okay.
I would play it. I can't even remember my name.
What was like your type
on
of
it.
build? Like, were you like
I was a knight.
Okay.
A knight fair. What were they again? It's been so long. Night elf. That's what I was. I was a night elf, and then yeah, I don't know. I've loved that game so much. Then I got into COD, and I play that mainly.
You ever tried to do any nerdy type of OnlyFans content? Like role-playing nerd stuff?
Not really, to be honest. That's like a whole thing that you have to get into. Like, if you're a cosplay girl, you're a cosplay girl. Like, people don't love it if you just do it once in a while. They do, but it's, I don't know. I need to try it, but I can't commit to it.
Yeah, a girl that is coming on the show in a few weeks, she's like, she's big into that stuff, I guess. And she's really hot. Like, she's a gorgeous, gorgeous girl.
Yeah.
And one of my friends was a fan of her. He was like texting me about her. And he was saying, yeah, you got to check her out. But like, she has like a sex tape, but they, I guess the guy she's with, like, they do like a weird wizard thing before he puts like a dagger to her neck, and she's like, no, please no. And it's like a weird. I was like, this is.
I honestly want to do more role play a little bit.
What's your dream role play scenario?
I don't know. I'd probably I guess dream. I don't know, but one I would like to do would probably be like a teacher student.
Classic.
Yeah.
Very classic, but it's
guess.
hot. It's like easy to do.
I could see you in like the teacher outfit, like the Britney Spears toxic fit.
I have very
Clueless
good
vibe, too.
pictures
Yes.
in like teacher outfits. Plus, my dad's a teacher, so it's just going down the
Should
train.
remind the fellas that when you
Also,
post a video, they love that.
I have a very good relationship with my parents,
Hell
so
yeah.
no one can fucking comment.
Do they
back.
know? Do they know your profession?
Yeah, they do.
Did they ever have any blowback, or they were just like, yeah, whatever?
I mean, it's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing,
fair.
but they
That's nice.
honestly, I saw my bank account statements for like a hot minute because I was still on theirs up until I made a business account, and they, I don't know, they were like, "Go girl."
They just said, "Oh, we got
go
it now."
Yeah.
Dunk on them. There, you just said.
But
oh,
also,
Dad,
like
Dad,
I said, I was a nudist
check it
my
out.
whole life. Like,
check it out.
Like I was like modeling. My mom would get me bikinis. I would like model my bikinis for my whole family, like when I was like 8 years old. So she's like, "This is definitely your line of work," you know. So.
All right. Well, hey, on that note, let's wrap it up here.
Okay.
Got any other questions? Any New York questions? Anything else before we finish?
I don't think so. I think
Nope.
we covered a lot.
Great. Well, thanks for coming out. You're actually the first guest we've had. I think that basically came straight here from a red-eye flight. So appreciate.
Yeah,
you
I'm on
coming.
1 hour of sleep, so
Yes.
I'm gonna go to bed after
Yeah,
this.
go take a long nap. Enjoy it. Enjoy New York. Thank you for coming in. If you want to shout out the OnlyFans link per se.
My OnlyFans is Tiauna RIley, TiaunaRiLey. It's very fun. Go check it out. All my other socials are the same. So, mwah. Thank you so much. I had a
Good
great
stuff.
time with you.
Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming in.